Peace to the gods and the goddesses, man. About to do a quick little video. Yeah, shout out to the Cash App supporters sending in those donations. Y'all already know who y'all are. Shout out to the Cash App supporters. It's gonna be a quick little video. Answer this dude's question. I'm gonna be more etheric. The brother had asked me how could you tell who's a clone? Like, how could you identify a clone? You know what I mean? Like, and I spoke about this yesterday in the video, but I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, put the title down so people could be able to find it. But I know somebody gonna ask further down the timeline, but I've been getting questions like that, and I'm gonna be like, it's in the archives, and they're gonna be like, how to identify a clone. Yo, there's nothing popping up, man. I'm seeing other stuff, but it's nothing with the title, so we're making it more specific. We're making it more specific on this end. So, the clones. Yo, gosh. I'm gonna make this as practical as, you know what? I'm gonna make it as real as possible, because the reality is practical. So. Now, I mean, we have been spoon-fed this BS that reality is complicated as hell. You know what I mean? No, reality is not complicated as hell. The illusion is what makes things complicated, because it's aimed to confuse you. You know what I mean? The illusion is a bunch of distorted signals. You think you're looking at a building, but it's not really a building. You know what I'm saying? You think you're walking in the street, but you're not really walking in the street. You think you're looking at a traffic light, but it's not really a traffic light. You know what I'm saying? You think you're in the third dimension, but you're not really in the third dimension. It's like so many different distortions. You know what I mean? Perceptions and things of that nature that it's like reality clears all that up. Reality is like the simplifier in which the illusion tried to make complicated. So, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna make this as reality as a soul. Straight up. You gonna make it as reality as a soul. How can you identify a clone? Clones are bipolar. They don't get no more simpler than that. You know what I mean? I gave examples of how the opposite polarities is created simultaneously in regards to, like, when you have cops, you're gonna have criminals. You got criminals, you're gonna have cops. They look at the cops as the good guys, and they look at the criminals as the bad guys. You switch the perception. You look at it from a criminal point of view. The criminal sees himself as a good guy, and the criminal sees the cop as a bad guy. That's how you see it when you're looking at it from the opposite spectrums. You look at it from the positive side, then you look at it from the negative side. But what about when you look at it from the solar side? You know what I mean? When you're looking at it from the solar side, you see that the cop and the criminal, they both occupying the same waveband. You know what I mean? That positive and negative was created to move the clones. It's a spectrum of energy that was created to move the clones. Just think about this for a second, son. If there was no positive and no negative energy in this realm, the good and the bad, up and the down, the left and the right, you know what I mean? God, the devil, happy, mad. If there was no polarities, the positive and the negative polarities in this realm, how would the humans, the clones, how would they be moving? How would they be moving, son? Take a look at their life. Their whole life is driven by a positive or negative feed. That energy is like train tracks. You know what I mean? Look at that energy, like that train tracks. You know what I mean? But these train tracks is not like on the ground. These train tracks is just like damn leads that's just stretching throughout this whole planet. And these humans is like they magnetically attached to these leads that you can't even see. And it just drives their head. Imagine the lead is like going inside of their damn head. And it's like, it's going into the front, going through the head, coming out the back. And it's like their head is now attached to this wave beam. And it's like they just in the beam. Wherever the beam tell them to go, they go over here, they go over there. We go to the clubs, pop bottles, go to the telly, go to the pool, let's go to the movies, let's go get a car, let's go get a plane, let's go get a jet. You know what I'm saying? Positive, negative, football championships. Oh, my team won, my team lost. I'm happy. I'm popping bottles. They won. I'm mad. I lost $1,000. They lost. God damn. Some Kobe Bryant, F Bryant. You know what I'm saying? The positives and the negatives is the driving force of clones. That energy was created to move clones. It's like the energy that communicates with the mind. As I stated before, the mind is artificial, son. It is a hub that was created for clones. You know what I mean? The mind, we beyond the mind. You know what I mean? We beyond the mind. The hell with being in the right state of mind. We got to be in the soul state, which is beyond the mind. You know what I mean? We go beyond the mind because all that was created, son. It's like a damn electric satellite that's on these humans' head and these animals that you can't see, can't visibly see in this realm, son. But it's like some satellite that's made up of electricity, this magnetic satellite, like this bubble over their head, son, like a damn astronaut, son, that just pulls in these positives and negative leads, son. You know what I mean? So, that's why I stated in the video, just take a look at these people's life. The brother said you got a bunch of people out there that be talking about, that they be talking about a lot of heavy and deep things. So how could they be clones? Something to the nature like that, he said. I'm like, it's one thing to talk about it, but if you see these people living it and they like stuck in it, they're a clone. When you're looking at these people talking about this black power, they all clones. When you're looking at these religious people, they all clones. You have some real people that's in religion. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are forcing themselves to be there because they don't want the finger pointed at them and be called the devil. You're around clones. You're around clones artificially worshiping a god. Come on, let's be for real, son. Come on. Put the charades aside, son. Put the charades aside. Are these people really worshiping God inside of a church, man? A freaking rock? Really? You go into a church that's owned by families. That property is owned by families, son. So you telling me that if these families never built this church, how would you be praying or getting in contact or worshiping God? If these families never built these churches, how would you be praying to God? Think about that for a second, son. Because once upon a time, this planet ain't have churches on it. Once upon a time, this planet did not have churches on it, yet we, the soul beings, had a direct Nextel connection. You know that chirp button, that direct connection with the gods. Way before this planet had churches on it, son. Now you got these families out here building churches. Now all of a sudden the church is the place to go to reach God? Are you freaking serious, man? Y'all people can't see how this is one big ass charade going on this damn planet. But then again, these people are clones, man. The positive and the negative energy was specifically created to move artificial life. Because if those spectrums cease to exist, they not moving. They not moving, son, because they move up off of positive and negative energy. So if you eliminate the positive and the negative energy, the humans would not be able to move. They would literally be static because they need that energy as the driving force to move them. Their whole body, their whole they melananonated body, son. You know what I mean? The whole melananonated body is created to move off of positive and negative energy, son. Clones are bipolar. I know they give this term out there when they talking about how you got people out there and they that's like a psychiatric evaluation that they give when they be like, yo, that person is bipolar, so they try to say that they crazy. You know what I mean? But what do they call crazy people? They call them lunatics. Pay attention. They call crazy people lunatics. What is Luna? Moon. What is a tick? A parasite. What are spirits? Parasites. Where do spirits live? Moons. You know what I mean? So even in the language, they letting you know what it is, son. They letting you know what it is. You know what I mean? So, but they try to make it seem like these crazy people in these G buildings, these madhouses, are bipolar. No, clones are bipolar, son. That's how you could identify a clone. They bipolar. One minute they mad at you, the next minute they happy. You already know if they mad at you, that eventually that's gonna pass and they gonna be happy. You know if they happy, angry is right around the block. You know what I'm saying? And they just bounce back and forth. They move. They are able to be transit on that energy wave, man. That energy that's moving throughout this whole planet is the energy that drives the clones. And the beast, what the beast does is that he creates all of these different interfaces where people would voluntarily, I mean the humans always gonna do it, but he creates these, he and she creates these interfaces where people will voluntarily allow this energy to embody their body because they need that energy to basically identify their existence. Without the positive and the negative leads that's moving the humans, they cannot be defined because the positive and the negative energy define them. Because if the positive and the negative energy is what moves the humans throughout the planet. You know what I'm saying? If you eliminate that energy, yo, where they moving to, son? They gonna be laying on the floor like a damn slug and slime. You know what I mean? Straight up. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's to identify these damn clones, man, yo, they bipolar, man. Clones are bipolar. They their operating system is emotion. You know what I mean? They have what is known as common sense. All clones got common sense. You know what I mean? The real ones have solar sense. You know what I mean? I spoke about the higher senses and all that. Check them archives. You know, we got the solar sense, which is beyond common sense. You know what I mean? Clones have common sense. They all have it. It's like everything is in common. Clones got it. Xerox. They got like a Xerox sense. You know, it's all clone sense. You know, that one mindset. They all got them on that same mindset. It don't matter if one over here is worshiping Allah or if somebody over here is worshiping Jesus Christ. The reality is, it might appear as if these people are different because this person is praying to Jesus and this person is praying to Allah. Nah, they got the same mindset. Why? Because they both worshiping fake gods. So that's the same mindset. It's still a lie. Don't matter if it's over here or over there. It's positive and negative. The same damn wave, man. It don't matter if you a cop or if you a freaking criminal. You still in the same wave band. You know what I mean? But that's how this dimension is. That's how this realm is. Like I did the video a while back talking about, you have girls on the planet that want to be raped. You gotta know you cannot have a rapist on the planet without having a victim, a victim of being raped. That's how this realm is. You got perverts on the planet. But you gotta know, if you got a pervert, then you have the counterpart, not the counterpart in the sense that it goes against the pervert. The counterpart meaning that it stands with the one who's insinuating the perversion, which would be like these girls, how they dress out here. They come outside with pants so tight, you can see their vagina. Pants sagging, you can see the thong. Ass all over the place. Shirt open, showing breasts. That is insinuating a perverted vibration. You know what I'm saying? That's one end of the spectrum. On the other end, you're going to have a pervert. Then these girls will say, well, a woman should have to dress the way how she want to dress and not be harassed by men. Why are you dressing like that? Let's be for real. A woman would never dress like that. That's how concubines dress. You know what I mean? We being for real here. We ain't being for fake. A real woman would not come outside exposing her body because real women know that this dimension is hell. And a real woman would not be flaunting her body in the face of demons. Because a real woman would know exactly where she is. So she would move on a solar wave band. She wouldn't be out here provoking that kind of energy because she know immediately when she dressed like that, she is occupying one of two spectrums. That's how a real woman would move. It ain't about dressing. That's not dressing sexy. That's dressing like a damn concubine. You know what I mean? A concubine, and that's how they dress. And when you dress like that, you are occupying one end of a spectrum. You are insinuating perverted behavior, or you about to trigger somebody that's about to rape you. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Yo, that's how this realm is. Once you understand this polar realm that we're in, son. None of this positive and this negative, this fake energy, this electricity. Once you understand, everything makes sense. You know what I mean? So clones, they got common sense. They are bipolar species. The whole humans, the human kingdom, the animal kingdom. You know what I mean? The insectarian kingdom. They all clones. Well, not all of them. I already spoke about before in past videos how you got some of them that's being projected here and all that. You know, check the archives. But that's how you could identify clones. As I stated before, clones is not something that necessarily look the same. A clone is artificial. That's it. It's something that's artificial, and it moves off of artificial energy. Clones cannot move off of real energy because the real energy will destroy the clones. They need that artificial energy, which is the positive and negative, the electricity, which is converted ether. Dumbed down ether. That's what electricity is. Dumbed down ether energy, son. Created energy. So the clones move off of a clone energy, a clone signal, and that is positive and negative energy, electricity, and their operating system is emotions. That's it. They straight emotional, son. It ain't no reasoning with a clone. Straight cheese. You know what I mean? But yo, man, that's a quick little video right there, son. It's getting kind of late. I'm over here watching this Netflix, The Stranded. Man, yeah, this is the first. I ain't gonna say the first, son. It's probably the first joint I watched on Netflix where I ain't see no motherfucking carbon people, son. At least not yet. I'm like, okay. They ain't got these motherfucking Chinese up in here, these Asian looking people, son. You know what I mean? Like they like, yo, we gonna see if we could bang a ritual out without them, son. Then again, they probably got some damn deity up in here somewhere that's related to a carbon being, son. You know what I mean? But yo, that's how you could identify a clone in a nutshell, man. They bipolar. They operate off emotions. Positive and negative is the energy that drive them, son. Without that energy, they're like a broken transmission in a car, son. They ain't going nowhere, son. Straight vegetable status. But I'm out.